2002 Trailblazer. This will work for getting your alternator out or thermostat. I'm doing a thermostat today. If you did investigating, you'll know it's a pain in the ass. There's a couple tricks that I found. One of them is taking off the tire. First line of defense, disconnecting your battery, doing your serpentine belt, your 3 bolts here for the for holding the engine, for engine handling, for putting it in. Takes that off there too. You'll feel for the bolt on the side, get your socket on and get your wrench on. One thing I did, a couple specialty tools that I liked that worked. Some guys said you need some of these wrenches here. The box ratchet, you don't really need that. One thing that worked for me, it depends on your extension, is one of these wrenches. I'm not a fan of Chinese shopping, but Harbor Freight, I picked up one of these. I picked up one of these long screwdrivers, which you may not need. I needed it because my spring clamp down at the bottom wasn't in a position where I could get to from the side. I'm going to show you the side. Oh, let's talk about too. Some guys say that the alternator, you can't get the alternator out. It sits in car position like so. What I did was, while it was down underneath the fan shroud, I turned it around backwards and I finagled it out that way. Definitely comes out. It took me about 3 minutes of wrestling. You take off your tire, and that's where I was able to get to the spring clamp. Let's see, there it is. Spring clamp. I use that long screwdriver I sprayed it with silicone spray. That stuff's awesome. And then I pushed that bracket, that tab, down a position where I can get to from the side here. The longer pair of needle nose, long handles, if you got, that works awesome to get through here. And then there's a screw, thermostat, the old thermostat still in there on the other side of this hose. It's still connected. There's a screw on the bottom, hard to see. Oh, the screw's gone right now. Right there, that's where it was. That was so easy to get off from here. My spring clamp is still kind of stuck and in a position it's very difficult to get off of. But since we drained the coolant and we disconnected that very hose here, what I'm going to do is, I'm not even going to disconnect that spring clamp. There's no need to. Since the thermostat's disconnected there, I'm going to wrestle that out through this way. And then I'm going to reconnect the hose to the new thermostat without having to wrestle with that spring clamp. I spent too much time on it that I didn't need to. What else for tips? Take the side tire off. You can. A couple of those screws on the side. The one on the side here that was underneath the alternator, that's where I used this side winder here. You may not necessarily need it, but it came out real easy, real quick. It's not as bad as some might say. Alright, thanks. Hope it helped you.